This this is part two of I'm gonna name it rock solid proof that God is real. And I said in my earlier segment that I don't know what they raising. They not really raising human beings in my mind. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. They're not really raising human beings in my mind. Well, I believe like this. I believe that when you take a father out the home, I believe that's why America is so destroyed and why so much destruction. You know, because a lot, especially in the black community among the Israelites and you know, among the tribe of Judah, you know, like they take the father out the home. I just want to touch on the basis about the fact that I said that I don't really think they're raising humans. You know, well they do things like the government get these women Section 8 and food stamps and things like that. Put a lot of temptation out in the air for your woman can just want you to leave because she don't need you for the fact that, oh, I got a house, they fixing my car, they paying my bills, what I need a man for. And that's the feeling that it gives the woman. It turns the woman to an independent woman, and she no longer feels like she needs a meal. You know, so that takes the father out the home. So when you do that, when you take the father out the home, that's what creates dysfunctional families. What create dysfunctional people? Which creates dysfunctional society. Like I knew a couple that was together for 15 years, and the wife cheated on the husband and got caught up in some things happened, but it took the father out of the home. And you know, and by the father not being out the home, the kids start wilding out, and one of the one of the boy started wilding out, and he started doing things he normally don't do, and things of that nature. But in the end result, he ended up getting killed at 20 years old. And his younger sister was a couple years younger than him, and she ended up going to prison for like 6 years for an unrelated event. But just for the fact that the father was took out the home because the mother and the father broke up, and the mother stayed with the dude that, you know, she cheated on her husband with. You know, so that's just like a situation that I know personally of, that you take the father at the home. And I look at my own life and my own kids and the things that my kids do when I'm around. They do some hectic things when I'm around. Uh, and when I'm not around, they do even worse things. When I'm not around, me being around doesn't stop them from doing things. They still doing things, but there's an order to things because there's consequences to pay for when they do things that they're not supposed to do. You know, they have my opinion, they have my influence, they have my enforcement. You know, to think 2 or 3 times about things that they go do wrong. Like I was talking to my kids and I asked them, if I wasn't in the home, do y'all think things would be worse? Like I got a 14-year-old son. If I wasn't in the home, he'd be running the streets looking for father figures, selling dope, breaking in cribs, and robbing people and raping people, depending on who he chose to hang out with when he left the house. When his mom at home with 9 other kids trying to raise them up, he's out in the streets running around being bad because his daddy's not around. He got little brothers right up under him, 10 and 12, and that will be chasing behind him while he's chasing behind a killer or a robber or a thief or somebody who, you know, breaks in homes, or people who don't believe in God. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just things of that nature. So my son end up getting killed or killing somebody, end up there or end up in prison because I ain't around to teach him. Not saying those things can't happen with me around, because those things can still happen, but I'm playing a game of prevention, trying to prevent those things from happening. You know what I'm saying? And I'm keeping control over my kids, over my seeds, so they won't be out here freely to just do anything that they might come to their mind that this world have planted in their mind through media, through music, through entertainment, through television, through actors, by influential people and influential things that's non-godly. The things that our kids go through to be influenced by, like this gay stuff everywhere and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So to touch on what I was trying to say earlier, I feel like this is my personal opinion, but you gonna have a household with a transgender. Hey, you got a gay couple, right? A faggot couple or whatever they, two males and two lesbians move in, and then a transgender move in. Then some people out of this group go and adopt a kid, two kids, and they raise these kids up. These kids are raised without a father in the home. These kids are raised without a father in the home. So my belief is that, there's no order. Like these kids is capable of doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's no father and there's no mother type of structure in the home, which we know a child needs. Like everybody knows this. Everybody knows that a kid picks up things like a sponge. Like if you smoking weed in front of your kids, 9 times out of 10, some of your kids might end up smoking weed. If you smoking cigarettes out in front of your kids, 9 times out of 10, some of your kids might smoking cigarettes. You selling drugs in front of your kids, 9 times out of 10, your kids might grow up to sell drugs. And I'm not saying that I'm innocent or guilty of those things. Anything is possible. But I'm just relaying how I feel about things. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you show a kid something, kids are curious. A kid that tries. So if you bring this gay shit to the table, kids will be gay. That's just like, I don't know no better way to say it. It just, it's kind of like that old saying, you are what you eat. You understand what I'm saying? So, like me, if I intake all this bullshit that I hear, radio, media, entertainment, social media, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to live some of that out. And that's the same thing with a kid, they absorb these things. Cause a kid like a sponge, 2, 3 years old, they planting gay shit in their head now. You know what I'm saying? So 4 or 5, your kid well educated on what gay is, lesbian and all type of things, for that matter. So I just wanted to touch on some bases cause I'm not out to offend people to say like, you raising monsters, but you is, because it's like proving that, that the majority of kids that's growing up in fatherless homes is the ones out here committing crime in prison. I mean, I ain't saying that any kid was raised without a father can't be successful or can't make it to a certain level they trying to make it in life. I'm just saying most, not all. You know what I'm saying? And as the generations go on, just more and more. And then here we go with a reproduction problem as well. You got this household that I speak of. I'm going to call this the chaos house, the house of chaos. That's what it is. When you got 2 gays, 2 lesbos, a transgender, and 2 adopted kids. That, like I said before, that's a household where 15 years, 10 years down the road, 12 years down the road, that's a household of everybody fucking everybody. And that's what your American family go look like. And without the skills of reproducing, and I want to reproduce because everybody wants the same sex. A male want a male, a woman want a woman. We all know that a man and a man can't create a woman. We already know that a man and a man can't create a child. We already know that a woman and a woman can't create a child. You understand what I'm saying? So, therefore, you should know automatically that you're not supposed to be doing it. And then it's like gay is the new white. Black people used to want to be white to get certain privileges, to get that white privilege. Now, black people want to be gay. Now my Israelite brothers and sisters want to be gay. You know what I'm saying? Because it gives them the white privilege. Being gay, your new white card. You ain't got to be white no more. You just got to be gay. Gays got more rights than straight people, than regular people, normal people. They got more rights than us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a crazy mixed up world. And And I think I got my point across earlier about, about what I was trying to say about God being real, because we know the devil real. So if you know the devil real, you know God real. And hey, God got rules and he got commandments that we got to follow. And it is what it is. And so Obama passed some laws that in the long run it's gonna be real detrimental to people. You know what I'm saying? It's changing the face of how God intended things to be. You know what I'm saying? Like it's they it's changing. I'm a little. It's something I want to tell y'all, and it's late, and I can't quite think about it. The word I want to use, but it's like when it's all right. Structure. Structure is the word I'm gonna use. There's no structure in a home with a man and a man. There's no structure in a home with a woman and a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like God put that there for structure, for we wouldn't have this tailspin of gays and things like, okay, because you open doors, you give all these gay people rights, straight people ain't got rights, black people ain't really got rights. It's like, hey, black rights matter too, but no, gay rights matter. You know what I'm saying? Black rights should matter, but they don't. So when you take God out of the house, when you take marriage away, when you take marriage and you let a man and a man get married, you're taking away the godly institution that God try to have his people to live by. And Obama passed those laws to make to let gays get married and all this and all that, and transgender bathrooms, and they didn't kick God out the school, and they didn't put the devil in the school, and it's just a crazy mixed up world that we stay in. And I'm losing myself, folks, because I'm just trying to get this video done, and I'm trying to get my points across about, like, God is real. Why would the world be so satanic? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be gay, People used to be ashamed to be gay. You know what I'm saying? Now they have no shame. It's gay pride. They proud to be gay. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? So that means they don't have shame about a lot of things. If they don't have shame if they steal something from you. They don't have shame if they killed you, or they feel no remorse. They don't feel no remorse for what they doing. They so confused. They believe what they doing is right, and what they doing is what you doing is not right. What you doing is not godly. What you doing is devilish. You know what I'm saying? People have experiences and repent and do this and do that. You don't have to live your life like that. When you choose to live your life like that, it's something different. How you go repent when you a man and you laid up with a man every day for 10 years and married? I mean, how you go repent? You can't repent. How you go repent? And this is the life that you living every single day, committing sin. So I'm gonna have to listen to what I got so far, and I'm gonna have to edit my videos and take out parts I don't want in there. And things like that, because I had a lot more to say. Like, I want to get on this Trump issue and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm losing myself, so I think I'm gonna have to end this video, this part 2. And I don't like it as much as the first part, but I'm gonna edit it all and have it right by the time it's released to the public. Shalom, brothers and sisters.